people, welcome to Matchday Madness Monday, Gameweek 7. So do you remember when I said this? How long would Liverpool continue waiting until the very last minute to win a match? Exactly. How long would Liverpool keep on waiting until the very last minute to win a match? On today's episode, we had so many interesting matches and record-breaking events that played out. One of the records was for Crystal Palace, who went 19 games unbeaten until they met with Everton and Jack Grealish ended their winning streak. In this same game week, out of 10 matches, there was only one draw, and that was between Wolves and Brighton. Every other match played was either won or lost. Now, let's get straight into how all the matches played out this game week. The Bournemouth versus Fulham. Bournemouth hosted Fulham in the Vitality Stadium, and this match ended the first half with 0-0 draw. Down to the second half, Fulham scored the first goal, and an assist from our very own Samuel Chukwueze, who just recently joined Fulham in the last transfer window. And just when it felt like Fulham had it unlocked, Bournemouth superstar Semenyo, who has been the savior for most people's FPL this season, got a brace. And Semenyo equalized after Fulham got their first goal. Semenyo responded, he replied and got his goal in. The match ended in a 3-1 victory for Bournemouth, scoring 2 more goals after Semenyo's first goal to seal the deal. Now that match saw Semenyo, who is currently everybody's FPL star boy, get a brace. And now if you have Semenyo on your FPL, you certainly know he gave you 18 points. But if you captain him or if you triple captain him, certainly give you more than that. Now moving on to Saturday's fixtures. Saturday fixtures saw 5 of our big 6 Premier League teams compete, and now the first team that played is Tottenham. Tottenham are currently 3rd on the Premier League table. Now this match saw Spurs win Leeds, all thanks to Kells and Kudus. Spurs get all 3 points as they return back to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If you still have like few transfers, if you're ready to forfeit 4 points to buy Kudus, please do, because Kudus is hot cake this season. Arsenal versus West Ham at the Emirates Stadium was certainly one of the most interesting matches that played out this weekend. Yes, Arsenal dominated the match. They won 2 goals in their home, but how the match played out made it very interesting. I assure you, it was one for the books. This match saw Declan Rice goal and Saka's penalty. Initially, Saka actually scored a goal that was ruled as offside. The Gunners went as far as ensuring they get all 3 points. Now, this win at Saka's penalty was enough to take them to the top of the table. Can't wait to see if Arsenal can hold on to that position until the very end, or if they'll be dropping anytime soon. Sadly, this match again witnessed Gyökeres leave without a goal. I got an advice from a madman, but someone advised that we prioritize Gyökeres on our FPL this game week, which I did. And it's really sad that I had to take out Chris Wood for Gyökeres, and he didn't give me anything. He didn't give me nada. Manchester United took on the just promoted Sunderland at Old Trafford. Looking at how badly Manchester United have been playing recently, everyone could tell that they badly needed these 3 points. And thankfully, they got all 3 points today at Old Trafford. They've lost so many matches this season at Old Trafford, so it was good to see that they could actually leave, or their fans could sit back and watch them until the very end. They won this match in a 2-0 win in their home. This match saw Šeško, their new striker, and Mason Mount, their old striker, they both made it to the score sheet. Impressive for Manchester United. Hopefully by the time we get back from the international break, they can keep up this pace. Moving on to the biggest match of Saturday, Liverpool versus Chelsea, the battle of the champions of England and the champions of the world. This match saw Liverpool lose their 2nd Premier League match of the season to Chelsea, and the way this win happened is one of the craziest win ever. So remember at the beginning of this video when I said Liverpool always went to the very last minute to win a match? I guess in this situation, Chelsea gave them a taste of their own medicine. Chelsea's first goal came from Caicedo, a screamer. That was a very beautiful goal and should be nominated as the goal of the month, I wouldn't mind. And then Gakpo found the net for Liverpool, giving them an equalizer. Now we are 1-1 down, and then the match goes on up until the 90th minute plus added time, and then Estalva was substituted into the match. And guess what the young Brazilian did? This lad gave Chelsea a lead and kept them in front. 3 points for Chelsea, all thanks to Estalva. 2 goals for Chelsea. Liverpool finally loses their second match of the season after losing to Crystal Palace, who ended their unbeaten run. I really want to know how Liverpool fans feel. Please let me know in the comment section. Do you think Liverpool are already in a downward spiral? Because this is 3 straight matches back to back to back. Same thing that happened to Manchester City. This was how it started. Could this also be Liverpool taking the same route? We'll know how that plays out. Just to add to this, Maresca was given a second yellow card, and he most likely wouldn't appear in Chelsea's next game when they've returned from the international break. I think it's really funny. Chelsea have been on a crazy record streak. How many matches repeatedly? One day. The same way I warned about Liverpool. One day. This record will come back to bite you. Now we are on to matches on Sunday. Aston Villa take on Burnley in Villa's home. Finally, Aston Villa gets to win a match after losing how many matches? And it is sad because Burnley started off like a serious team, but now they are 18th on the Premier League table. They look like they want to go back to relegation. It is embarrassing because this same Burnley were top of the Championship table. But clubs like Sunderland and Leeds are looking better in the Premier League, and you're going back to relegation? Burnley, this is not the season you return to relegation. Take up this war and fight. Now, Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton ends Crystal Palace 19 games unbeaten run in a 2-1 victory. All thanks to Jack Grealish, who scored the second goal that gave Everton the lead. This same Crystal Palace ended Liverpool's unbeaten run, and now Everton gets to end their unbeaten run. So now I want to quote Ifeoma Nigeria, who said Nottingham Forest are really going to win nothing, because if they continue playing like this, then they are going to be relegated. Newcastle didn't just defeat Forest, they kept a clean sheet, a clean sheet. I pray to the heavens to give Postecoglou all the strength he needs, because there's literally a picture of him. He had his hands on his head like this for most part of the match because he couldn't believe what he was witnessing. It's what it is. Finally, the first and only draw of match week 7, Wolves Brighton, ended in a 1-1 draw. Everybody gets to take 1 point. Now let's talk about the last match of game week 7, which is Manchester City versus Brentford. Manchester City won Brentford 1-0 in a very close context, because this particular match Manchester City could have conceded in the second half, but all thanks to their newly signed goalkeeper Donnarumma, who made a very good save. If not, City would have left that match sharing 1 point. The match, as always, saw Erling Haaland in the score sheet. Erling Haaland will always score. He's literally one of the best strikers right now that we have in football. Now, a quick wrap-up of the top 5 in the Premier League table currently. On top of the table, we have Arsenal with 16 points. Then we have Liverpool with 15 points. In third place, we have Tottenham Hotspur. In fourth place, we have Bournemouth, both teams sharing 14 points. And in fifth place, we have Manchester City with 13 points. Premier League table looks even better. 1 point difference from the first and the second, 2 points difference from the first and the third and fourth, and then 3 points difference from the first and the fifth. Now, this is why the Premier League is called the most competitive league in the world. This is Matchday Madness Monday, match week 7. My name is Neme, bringing you match reports, and I will be seeing you next time when we want to speak on match week 8. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. This is Neme Football Forum. Join our conversation and celebrate the game. So have a lovely time.